Good morning, card community. It is RJ back with another video. So let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day, a couple of Star Company promos. So the Star Company, if you do your research, produce cards primarily sets between, I don't know, 9 and 15. It really did vary per player, per year sometimes, whatever they were trying to highlight. Just that highlighting one player or sometimes two players, or again, sometimes they had a small set, 100, 150, so forth and so on. It was never consistent. But usually it was 10 to 12 cards of a star player of the time, and star cards, obviously. And then they would issue sometimes promo cards of those. So from 1998, 1988, here is a star card promo of Mike Schmidt. The only way you know it is a promo is it was blank backed. It wasn't a misprint. It's actually a promo card. Same with the 1988 star card, the glossy version. This is the blue parallel of it, I should say. Mattingly and Mike Schmidt, blank back. They did put out a set in '88 featuring those two greats of the game. And it was 11 cards, 5 of each, plus a checklist. And lastly, this one I believe is a little later. This is from 1989, showing Mike Schmidt this silver series. And this one literally said promo on it. Plus it had that little inscription at the bottom there, 1 of 400. So this one's technically, it's not serial numbered per se, but it lets you know that it's 1 of 400. All right, my random baseball item of the day. I have here a silly little card. It just makes me smile when I see that this even exists. 2000 Pacific Private Stock. It's like a tobacco card size mini of Pedro Martinez on the Rays. So Panini, I'm not sure, it's not Panini, it's Pacific. This is from the Pacific Trading Card Company. They made various products through the late 80s, obviously up to 2000. They got into baseball cards in a big way in the mid-90s. Didn't really make a splash to get above any of the other card companies. They were mired at the bottom, if you want to call them a player in the baseball card world. But I like them because of some of their throwback style cards. They put out like 4 or 5 great cards of legendary players, the Pacific card sets of the late 80s. Pacific Legend Series 1, Legend Series 2, I think it was 89, and then 1990. But this one, mini card, tobacco size, of Jose Canseco on the Rays, and a barely remembered company called Pacific Trading Cards, and their little thing called Private Stock. Apparently this was 60 players in this little tobacco card size thing. This is number 57 of that 60 card set. I don't have any energy to go after something this small. I don't know if maybe I could get the whole set in one shot for like $5. I don't know if these things have any value or if anybody even collected them. I guess somewhere out there someone's got a complete set, but maybe I'll just put it on the back burner one day if I'm flipping through the bay and I see it, I'll snag it. Who knows? Today's trivia question. I'm going to show the prize real quick. Going all sport, multi-sport for you here. Something different for me. Card from the Sports Kings last year of Greg Maddux, baseball, Julius Erving, basketball, and Jim McMahon, football. So these 3 multi-sport, so to speak, a multi-sport product. If you can tell me the answer to this multi-sport trivia question, all right? This individual played with the 1952 Boston Braves in baseball and the 1952-53 Boston Celtics in basketball. Name this two-sport star. Email me the correct answer. I will include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question. You will have today and tomorrow to answer, and we will pick a winner on Sunday, okay? Good luck to everybody on that. So today, I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to talk about the set per se, but I'm bringing it up because I want to show off something I picked off the bay the other day once I found out it existed. I had always known such and such that was there, but I didn't realize this other thing was also there until I saw it on the bay. Or actually, I guess I was flipping through the tradingcarddatabase.com again and found this, and I thought, well, gee, I'm going to have to find this. And I found it on the bay, snagged it, and happy I have it now. So, what am I talking about? Shown this off before, 1991 Classic Best. Classic had the bright idea to start producing, everybody was into the rookie cards like we still are. So they thought, well, gee, if I make cards of people in the minor leagues, won't they technically be pre-rookie or really cool rookie cards? Everybody wants them above the pro cards, right? No, it didn't work out that way. People still want the first issue of a person in a major league uniform on a major league card. That's still the way it is today. But this set came out in two ways. It came out in this factory set. You could also get it in boxes with packs. So I decided to go out and get everything. I need to get an unopened box for my collection. I have the case, or the factory set. I want to get it unopened boxed. It came with a couple there weren't parallels per se, but there were a couple random things you could get. First of all, you could get, here's the Mike Schmidt card. Because Mike Schmidt was the sponsor, obviously, they got a picture of him in his Reading Phillies uniform in his rookie days in the minor leagues. And they made that card number 1 in this set. So now, if you know your set, you remember, especially if you're a Mike Schmidt collector, that they created a bonus card of Mr. Schmidt with gold foil lettering. It was BC1. Now, I assumed that was the only random card. That's not true. Now, first of all, they had a autographed version of the card as well. If you ever see a autographed card of Mike Schmidt like this, and it just has his name on it, that's post-production. In other words, they took one of the cards out of the set and had him sign that. An actual card autographed by Mike Schmidt as part of this production was hand-numbered out of 2100. I don't know if Mike did that as he was signing or if somebody pre-numbered them and asked Mike to sign near it. But any card that's autographed by Mike Schmidt and randomly inserted into packs was hand-numbered to 2100. So I always thought the only random cards were this gold foil of Mike and the autograph one, until I found out that, in fact, there was a set of 20 cards of foil people who were stars of this thing. So I'm going to show off the cards real quick. Again, Mike was number 1. Turns out, here's number 2, Mark Newfield, who did make it to the majors. He was with the, what was it called? The San Bernardino Spirit, which apparently was a minor league affiliate of the Mariners at the time. This one here, Matt Meesk, the High Desert Mavericks. I don't know, they're with the Padres there. Reggie Sanders, who definitely made the majors with the Cincinnati Reds. Here he is on the Chattanooga Lookouts, minor league of the Reds. This guy's clearly a minor league affiliate of the Mets. Jeremy Burnitz from the Williamsport Bills. There you go. Todd Van Poppel. I remember Todd Van Poppel as an Oakland Athletics guy. Here he is on the Huntsville Stars. Everybody knows this guy, Ivan Rodriguez from the Tulsa Drillers, clearly the Rangers. Sam Militello Jr., the Prince William Cannons, Yankee farm affiliate. Most people remember this guy, Jim Thome, out of the Canton Akron Indians. Brooke Fordyce from the Port St. Lucie Mets. David Nilsson, El Paso Diablos. The only thing I'm always remember about Nilsson is he was born in Australia. He came from the Queensland province of Australia. Royce Clayton, longtime Major League guy, Shreveport Captains of the Giants. Mark Wohlers, Greenville Braves, remember Wohlers. Tuffy Rhodes, Arthur Rhodes, Hagerstown Suns. Ryan Klesko, very highly touted prospect back in the day, Greenville Braves. Durham Bulls, Mike Kelly. Always nice to see a Durham Bull. They don't tell you where these guys are. They're just numbered as first round draft picks. Frankie Rodriguez, David McCarthy, Tyler Green, certainly a Philly, Eduardo Perez, and then obviously Mike Schmidt was number 1. So the question is something interesting about this. If you saw that, you saw 2 legendary Hall of Famers, Jim Thome and Ivan Rodriguez. Those 2 were prominently featured in the set. It's interesting, though, 2 of the other legendary Hall of Famers were also featured in the set, but didn't make a gold foil card. I wonder if that's because they weren't as highly touted as minor league players. Those 2, Chipper Jones and Pedro Martinez, they can be found in this box set, these 2 cards. 2 other players I think who are borderline Hall of Famers and should be in but haven't gotten there yet are Carlos Delgado and Jeff Kent. Those 2 are also featured in that box set there. So that's just a little thing. The whole purpose of showing you something today was to show off that I got this awesome gold foil card bonus set of 20 cards. I hadn't had this yet. And that essentially is a master set, so to speak, of the cards. I have the autographed Schmidt card. I just didn't bring it out. It's in a different place at the moment. But all of these represent the full extent of what Classic produced back in 1991. It's a little bit more difficult if you want to try and get everything from 1992. Maybe I'll talk about that another day. But there you have it, everybody. Just showing off my new Classic Best 1991 gold foil bonus card set, 20 cards. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I do appreciate your support as I try my best to support everybody else in this great card community. I realize I'm starting to watch more videos, and I'm doing my best to skip around a lot. I used to watch 2 or 3 channels every day to the best that I could, but now I'm starting to watch 2 or 3 people one day, 2 or 3 another day. I'm spreading it out so I can watch more channels, not every day, but once a week or so. So anyway, I appreciate your support. Don't forget the trivia question, and we will be back again on Friday with one more, all right? Appreciate you all watching. Thanks for stopping by. Take care.